Hello, sir, facing some issue to join. Just wait for 2 minutes.
Hey hi guys, Krishna joining. Sorry for the delay. Actually, my Windows system got hanged, so I had to reboot the system. We'll just start in a minute. Please confirm if I'm audible, guys. Kiran, Shruti, can you please confirm if I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Pardon, please repeat.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, thank you. We'll start in just a minute. Hi Manish, hi Mohit. Okay, people are joining. Aman, Basha, Dhananjay, Harish. Okay, we'll just start in a minute. So guys, if you are from any other field apart from the DBA, please click in the chat window. I mean, I expect that most of the people joining here are the DBAs. But if let's suppose you are not from the DBA and from any other field, please if you can ping in your job role. What's your current job role? Whatever you are working as of now. Please ping in the chat window so that I can understand from which background you are coming from. So I'll not take much of your time, just like 15-20 minutes to explain. And there has been a lot of myths around Exadata, ExaCC, ExaCS, OCI, right? So majorly this session is all about Exadata and ExaCC and Linux admin. Okay, so Linux admin 𝐷𝐿𝐽𝐬. Okay, Gajen, that's a good Linux admin is a good point. Okay, so this course is for you. You can go with the Linux admin. Oracle database specialist, very good. Then I think you should be going towards the DMA specialist now. DMA means the database machine administrator. So just give me a minute or so. Okay, guys, please. Yes, yes. So this covers the DMA part. So it is more than the DMA, more than the DMA, right? So it is for the DBAs or the apps DBAs to become a platform engineer, and that is more than the DMAs. So can you see my screen, guys? Please confirm. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, thank you. Sandeep. Okay, 1 second. Mohit. Yeah, so let's start. So now, guys, see, understand that like everybody now knows that a lot of clouds, a lot of AIs are there. Now, everything when it is moving to cloud and AI, Exadata is also moving to cloud and AI. Now, earlier, there's a shift in the role. So what I want to highlight here is like you are working as a legacy admin, all those legacy tasks which the DBAs or the apps DBAs or the network DBAs used to do, which is there in the right hand side, right? Now are somehow getting automated. Automated means either the cloud is automating them or the new AI or the new systems are automating them, right? So learning those things are very important. That means many people ask me that, sir, do we do the patching? Do we do the like, how do we do the backup recovery, right? All those things are now automated in the cloud. That means on a single click, you will do all those things, right? So there are much more to learn. So this complex architecture, right? From a legacy admin, now you have to understand that how you can handle the platform architecture. That means this platform is running on OCI, Oracle Cloud, or AWS Cloud, or Azure Cloud, whatever it is. And then you have the Exadatas working, you have the ExaCC working, you have the VM working, you have the DB system working, right? And then you have the VCNs, you have the subnets, right? So now it is more about the architecture administration. That means deploying an architecture. Now you are expected to deploy this architecture because all the monotonous tasks what you were doing earlier as a DBA or as an apps DBA or as a Linux admin. Now let's suppose Linux admin today. Now if you use Claude, right, or Cursor, that is one of the AI tools, right? Those are agentic tool. Now they can automate a lot of tasks for the Linux admin, right? Even the ChatGPT can give you good Linux command today, right? So you have to upskill. That means you have to learn the system architectures. You have to learn how the control plane works, right? So for this purpose, now this course is Exadata plus Exadata Cloud at Customer and ExaCS. That means you will first learn what Exadata is, what are the smart features of Exadata, and then how the Exadata machine is put into the cloud. That is in the private cloud and in the public cloud. ExaCC and ExaCS, right? That is called ExaCC and ExaCS. So to learn that, you have to understand the science behind the Exadata. So Exadata is by the way, the leader since past 30 years, right? Nobody is the competition. Only for the Exadata, the competition is Exadata. So X9M Exadata is the competition of X10M, right? Likewise. So Oracle has various versions of Exadata. and you have to understand the science behind it. That means what are IOPS, what is the RDBMA network, what is the smart flash cache, and then how the SSDs work in the Exadata, how the cache fusion or the like storage indexes work in the Exadata, right? So basically what I want to tell you is that the market is now splitting between the architectures, and then you have to learn the combined architecture, which you can deploy for finance and healthcare. And trust me, there are very less people in market who exactly know how to implement the Exadata. There are very less people. Okay. So up till now, you were the DBAs or you were the apps DBA, and you are managing a critical data for the company, for the enterprise, right? But now that enterprise game is changing. Now, if you see here, now you have to work more on the space management, how to design the pipelines, how to design the hybrid connectivity, right? How will you design the architecture using Exadata? For example, if the customer says, I have 400 databases, I want to move to Exadata. So or maybe the ExaCloud. So you have to first understand that what all things you need to tell the customer in order to move, because you are the DB or apps DBA. Then you have to make him understand that how he can move to an autonomous era. When I say autonomous era, that means a lot of things are autonomous. For example, performance tuning is now autonomous. That means you don't need to do much performance tuning today. It is autonomous, right? So as a platform engineer or as a DMA, database machine administrator, or cloud DMA, right? You don't have to basically run the queries. You have to administer the database and architect the life cycle of the data. So there's a life cycle of the data, right? So if the data is coming from a manual administration to an architecture engineering, this will be actually a big change. It's a big change for the customer, and the people like us are only going to help them, right? So for that, I am talking about the biggest machine, the fastest machine. We call it Ferrari of infrastructure. That means we call this machine as a Ferrari because this is so fast. And most of the customers, will you see, are working on Exadata. That means are running Exadata since past 30 years. Now those customers are now moving to cloud. That is the game, right? Because now Oracle is providing the all these things on the cloud. So there are basically 3 variants of Exadata. In this course, we are teaching all the 3 variants. From the next time, there might be a differentiation in the course. That means Exadata will be a separate course and ExaCC, ExaCS will be a separate course, right? So now, Exadata is a machine which is plugged into the on-premises, and it's an engineered system. So it is not like a normal rack system. It is an engineered system where the storage, the hardware, everything is designed by Oracle, right? And with the evolvement of the cloud technology, Oracle said that I will also give it to the customer who don't want to move to cloud as an ExaCC, and the customer who want to move to public cloud as an ExaCS, right? So so now with this confusion, with this thing, lot of confusion also arises with customer and with the people also, that what is the difference between on-premise Exadata, ExaCC, and ExaCS. So all those things we are going to cover. Additionally, the softwares also, like the system behind it. That means there are smart scans, there are RDMA, there are storage networks, right? There's a ROSI fabric, then there are lot of other features, infinity band, and how they works, how they help to design this whole system. So now you are going to learn the whole machine. You are not only going to manage the database. You will manage the whole machine. You will not only manage the database. You will manage the whole machine, right? That means the infinity band, ROSI, storage cell, smart flash, hard disk, everything, right? So now you will have to, you will have to go towards an ownership model, right? Take control of the softwares and the hardwares and work on the architecture level. That is called as a platform engineer or a DMA, database machine administrator, right? So we will deep dive into the Exadata. We will learn how the VMs and DB nodes are designed, how the hypervisor are designed, how the infrastructure is designed, and what comes under which. That, for example, in this model, the DOM-O is owned by Oracle and DOM-U is owned by U. U means the DBA or the DMA who is going to work on the side of the customer, right? Then how this tunnel is going to connect with the control plane, right? This is the extended thing for ExaCC, ExaCS. Right. Then how you are going to take the backups automatically, how the policies are applied, how the monitoring is done, and how this architecture is divided into DOM O and DOM U. DOM O versus DOM U. If you understand this clearly, you will learn a lot of things. Apart from the features of the Exadata. So the machine is same, Exadata machine is same, but they have plugged in those machine into two parts. One is ExaCC, which is called a private cloud. That means if a customer doesn't want to move to cloud, then he will come to ExaCC. That means they will say that deploy this machine inside my DC. I don't want to go here. And this should have the cloud capabilities. Another is ExaCS. That means the same Exadata deployed in the public cloud. That means in the OCI. So behind OCI, ExaCS is configured, right? Like this. Okay. So understanding the science behind it, right? What things works in on-premise Exadata, how the things have changed in ExaCC, how the things have changed in ExaCS. So there are differentiation, right? A lot of things for, if there is somebody who's working on Exadata, they might be doing the grid and DB patching manually, but now we are doing it with the cloud tooling, right? They might be taking the backups on the Exadata in the back manually, and we take it into the object storage. Right. So as you will move ahead, you will start taking the control of the automation, right? So you must master the assisted tooling rather than figuring it out. So you must master this tooling to run all these toolings which comes with ExaCC, ExaCS, right? Now many people talk about patch. Patch is automated in OCI, Exadata, ExaCC, ExaCS. Automated means 2-click. You will just 2-click and it will patch. Just 2-click and the patching will start. Patching starts. Yeah. Now, I have seen many people who are working on ExaCC, but they think that I don't have the cloud skill. You are already working on the ExaCC. Why do you don't have the cloud skill? Right? So those confusions will be cleared. You will understand what is the differentiation between an admin level task which you were doing earlier. Now, bash script per script. Today you use ChatGPT and create those scripts. It's very easy. No need to do it manually. No need to take manual RMN backup. No need to maintain the inventories, right? Looking at the Exadata LEDs. So a lot of changes. You have to understand how the changes are coming. So this is the tools which you will learn. The next set which you are going to learn, right? And then like how the connection between the different regions work for Exadata, ExaCC and ExaCS, right? Now, so there is a path. So this is the path which is a DevOps path, which I think we should leave. So you have to focus on this. And we have designed the course curriculum like this that you will be able to complete this in 2 months, not in 6 months. Okay. I will also cover all the OCI foundations. So even if you don't know Oracle Cloud, because ultimately Exadata or any other DBA system is working on Oracle Cloud, OCI. So the VM or the DBCS systems, that there's a DBCS machine, there's an autonomous database machine, right? So all those things are placed into the OCI. So you have to understand the infrastructure also. So I will cover that much amount of OCI, which is required for Exadata and ExaCS. That much amount of OCI I will cover so that you understand how the routing and everything works. Okay. Now, so now the people say, how many companies are using Exadata? If you go and search the top 500 companies, out of those 495 companies are running on Exadata. And now all those customers are moving to ExaCS and ExaCC, right? So that's a big career jump for us. If we learn this quickly, we can jump onto these roles, right? And help those customers to move ahead. Because the customers who are earlier on the Exadata are now migrating. And the customers who are on the Exadata, they don't have any other choice to move to ExaCC or ExaCS. Because they will have lot of savings when they will move. Lot of savings they will have. Lot of savings in terms of scaling, lot of savings in terms of a lot of other things, right? Which we will learn in this course. So now my point is that you guys already know what is a database, how to manage that. You know all those things. You have to just put a cherry on top of the cake, right? Cake you already have. No need to change your cake. Cake you have. You have to just put the cherry on top of the cake, and you have to think like an architect. How to architect the platform, right? And become the enablers of scale. That means if the customer want to scale the RAM from 30 GB to 100 GB, you should know how to do that. You should be able to guide those customer how his 400 databases can be moved to cloud so that you can benefit. Something like that, right? So we have all the labs. We will give you all the machines to practice, right? And with those machines, after the practice or the practical labs you will get to approximately understand 70% of the Exadata. And then you can beat any interview. And the packages or the salaries hike are quite much in Exadata. So Aryan, if you even are 2 years experience, you can do this. Not a problem. Okay, but you should be experienced on the database. So what have you learned earlier? So yes, the course will start from the basics foundations of Exadata, right? And you can take the syllabus from Learnomate. And yes, for a basic foundation, it will start from the Exadata, how the Exadata work, how the features work, all those things will cover. So definitely, I know that without this, it will be very difficult to cover. So up till now, like I know many people know me in this class. Many people might not be knowing. So like I am a master architect, and I work majorly with the big banks to design their architecture and big telecom companies. And I've been it's been 15 plus years for me designing these architectures for multiple companies. So definitely you will get all the lab. Without lab, there is no advantage. We know that very clearly. So I'm opening up for questions now. I'm opening up for the questions. Anybody who has any questions on this?
How Exadata, this system will help us as the EBS DBAs.
Okay, so that's a deadly combination. Okay, that's a very deadly combination. If you are an EBS DBA, so there are many customers who are who are spending their major money chunk, because Exadata is very heavy in terms of money, right? I mean, too costly. So there are many customers who are running one of their EBS instances, and then as a part of the database, they are using Exadata, right? In OCI, correct? Let's suppose they are moving. So now if you know both, that means if you know Exadata, if you know ExaCS, if you know ExaCC, so that is definitely a very good, I mean, very good combination, very deadly combination, and very rare to find. I know few people only who do both. That means who are EBS plus Exadata and ExaCC. Very few people I know. But you can do that. Very
Then
deadly.
we need to know for the Oracle Fusion, anything related to Exadata.
Fusion is separate thing. Fusion ERP is a separate thing. Fusion ERP is an extension of your e-business suite, EBS, right? Correct?
Yes, it's in the cloud. It's in the cloud.
Right. It's in the cloud. So Fusion ERP means it is in the cloud. So now that is what I told you here.
Yeah.
Many customers are running the Fusion instances here plus the Exadata instances. This Fusion is taking data from Exadata, right? So if you know both of them, then you are the first choice for any customer. If I am the customer, you are the first choice for me. Similar way goes with the DBAs. The DBAs know the database and they know the Exadata. That means they know the engineer system. Then they become the first choice for the customer. I know many apps DBAs also who were working on the EBS, and now they are working, I mean as a cloud DMA or a platform expert, and they are working with the customers and handling both EBS and Exadata. So that means if you get 2 rupees for EBS, you will also get 1.5 rupees for Exadata. That means total network becomes 3.5 rupees. I mean, just a example, nothing else. Basha, did I answer your question?
Yes.
And that's a very rare combination what you are talking about. I am telling you. I have, because
Thank you.
it's been a lot of years in the industry, I find very rare people who are actually interested in learning this. But if you learn this, then definitely a lot of calls, I mean, a lot of people are going to ask you to come in. That is for sure.
Yeah, Krishna, one more thing. After 15 years spending in core DBA, how difficult or how easy will be transition towards Exadata?
So whosoever is coming to us for this, most of them are the DBAs. And if you have spent 15 years as a DBA, I think 2-3 years back you should have switched to Exadata earlier.
So
Right?
what,
Because
if we
ultimately,
have late already 3 years, will it be good?
no, it is not about
to
late.
get down?
It is not about late. It is not about late or early. I mean, the early you do, the better it is. Every like if 2 years back you would have switched, you would have worked on X8M model of Exadata. Now we have X11M model, right? So see, going further, if you want the hike, if you want the salary hike, you will have to anyway switch from, I mean, upgrade yourself from a DBA to something else, right? And upgrading from DBA to Exadata is the best choice. Upgrading from DBA to Exadata is the best choice. And most of the people who upgrade to Exadata are the DBAs who manage the Exadata. Because ultimately now, earlier you were managing the database on the on-prem, right? Simple on-prem architecture, on-prem simple hardware. Now you will manage the same database on an expert engineered system designed by Oracle. So huge difference in this. So it is for the DBAs and you will learn it. Most of the guys who are learning with us are the DBAs. I have trained more than like 5,000 DBAs up till now to learn OCI and Exadata. More than 5,000.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And one more
So
I
one
have
question.
in Java. I'm sorry.
One by one. Let
When
Abhishek. Basha, just a minute. Let Abhishek finish, then I'll come to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Abhishek,
was
please
just,
go ahead.
yeah, sorry. So it was just a small doubt. Means I have seen other institutions who are covering these things in more time, like 6 months or some kind of thing. So,
I don't know is covering in 6 months.
so will it be able to cover in 2 months because you are?
Yes, easily. You
Okay.
will cover, not even you will cover, you will perform the hands-on labs on the ExaScale architecture, cell CLI machines, DBCS machine, autonomous machine. You will perform almost 50 plus labs with me.
Okay.
The live labs. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Basha.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
This
Basha,
is only for
Basha, you were saying something?
Yeah, yes, it is. When the patching, backups, all these are all automated and taken, using
Yes,
this
yes.
Cloud Exadata. What exactly the DBA is to do then?
So now, see, patching, it's 2-click. You will have to do, but it is 2-click. You will have to only do. Backup, you can schedule 2-click, but you will have to do that, right? Nobody else has to do, right? Then you will have to do the infra provisioning of Exadata, right? Infra monitoring of Exadata, right? Correct? And there are a lot of tasks in this. Then you have to also understand the sizing architectures. That means how the OCPU, the RAM, right, the storage are sized. The biggest of all, you have to understand the metrics of deployment of 400 databases to Exadata. Correct? So let me show you.
Yeah, but that could be a one-time job, right? That could be.
Huh?
But
Sorry?
that could be a one-time job, like deploying whatever 400 or whatever the database in one time. It's a
No,
one-time job. It's not like a
no.
daily.
Why one-time job? So if a customer is running an Exadata, right? If a customer is running an Exa environment, he has 2 machines, let's suppose, right? Then there is a deep level of monitoring required for this machine. Daily tasks are there. Daily backups, refresh, right? Then there are some tuning tasks. There are some automated script that you have to configure. A lot of things you have to do on the monitoring. And customer is paying platinum. If the customer hires a platinum support, he will take dollars of rupees from him. He will take like $10,000 from him. Instead of that, I'm just giving an example. He will pay $5,000 and hire DMAs like you or cloud experts like you who are going to manage this machine. There are 10,000 of problems in this machine after deployment on the daily basis. You have to understand how the VM cluster works, how the 23 AI database works or 26 AI database works, right? So this complete how the networking works of the Exadata. So let's suppose tomorrow there is a problem in the Exadata, the DRG is not pinging, right? No user is able to log in. Who is going to troubleshoot this? You are the guy, right? Who will check this? Who will troubleshoot this? Who will do that?
Yeah, but like the patching and all is taken by Oracle Corporation itself. Even
No.
we are not
No.
doing that for the data, right?
No, that's a wrong thing. That is why you have to deep dive into the course first. There's a differentiation between the DOM-U and DOM-O. Can you see this? DOM-O means whatever is coming in the infrastructure. That means, see this, Oracle owns, right? So Oracle will only patch this. That is what the people need to understand. Oracle will only patch this, right? DOM-O, which you don't have access. Below the hypervisor, you will not have any access. But you will have to patch this. That means the grid, the DB, and the OS. This is patched by the DMA, that is Database Machine Administrator. That is you. You have to do this.
Okay. And one more last question. Like in the traditional rack environment, or in the, what we do is the node is not active, or node may be down or something. Okay. And in this Exadata systems, so do we have such kind of issues, or it will automatically taken care by the the cache of user and what actually not that the node actually, particularly the node down or activities.
There are more different 100 kind of issues which can come up here. Let me show you. So there are 100 kind of issues which will pop up here apart from that, right? But the performance is high. The deployment architecture is different. And 1 second here. Just give me a minute. That is why Windows machine will always be Windows. Just give me 1 minute, Basha. I'm showing you something.
No problem.
Okay, so let me show you something interesting so that you understand how the things will work here. Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
This is the father of syllabus, right? All the time we were seeing the syllabus. This is the studio of Exadata designed by me. Okay. Now you are going to learn this architecture, how the client subnet, backup subnet, VM cluster infra is deployed. You talking about the issues, right? If you see, these many are the real-time issues which I have faced. Your subnet is small, network validation, service gateway not working, connections not working. If I give you Exadata machine today, will you be able to connect to the VM? Will you be able to check what is the architecture of the VM cluster? Will you be able to analyze that what protocol we need for the routing? So all this is expected from you. How the wallet errors are coming, right? How the TD wallet behaves, how the provisioning behaves. If the provisioning is fail, how you will troubleshoot the provisioning, right? Lot of things. Lot of things. How the DBAs system will connect to your system. So lot of things are there. There's a difference in the deployment architecture. You have to first understand how the deployment will go. You have to understand how the ExaCS deployment will go. You have to understand how the autonomous databases will be deployed. Understand how the DBCS will be deployed. Then you have to understand the CIDR calculation. You have to understand how we create the VCS, the subnets, the routing rules, right? Because Exadata have to communicate also internally, correct? So who will deploy that? You will deploy that. You have to understand the compartment structure, the IAM policies, what you need to apply for the Exadatas, right? You will have to understand what checklist you need to follow. If a customer comes and asks you to deploy and manage the Exadata, even if somebody asks you to manage the Exadata, you will have to understand that what things to manage, correct? And how, most importantly, how the HA architecture is going to work in the Exadata. High availability architecture, how it will work, right?
Yeah, because the HA architecture is already defined in the Exadata. It's unlike other, you don't need to add any nodes or something. It's already been added in that, right?
I did not got you, Basha.
In the Exadata. No, in
No,
the Exadata systems, they already been the number of rack nodes and all whatever. They
no,
already been defined, predefined, and
no,
in normal systems we need to add number of nodes depending on the requirement.
no. There's a differentiation. What you said is partially right. That means in Exadata within the machine, everything is two. That means you have two infinity band, you have three storage cells, right? You have two rack nodes.
Mhm.
If anything goes down,
Mhm.
you have at least two. But I am talking about an HA strategy. That means you see here, one ExaCS on OCI is in Mumbai, another ExaCS on OCI is in Hyderabad. Can you see this?
Mhm.
So this architecture also you need to understand. This is on cloud. I mean, even if your machine has everything two, but if it goes down, if the whole region goes down on the ExaCS, if let's suppose your data center goes down, do you have any other data center that can function? I am talking about a holistic DR architecture, HADR architecture, data guard topology, right?
Mhm. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
So if you see the differentiation, there is a differentiation in all the three machines. That means the on-prem Exadata was this, then OCI was this, then ExaCC was this. So there's a differentiation you need to understand. The Exadata model is the CAPEX model. ExaCS is a OPEX model. OPEX means operation expenditure. That means as soon as it will run, whatever money it will consume, you are going to pay it. So all those, I mean, there's a lot of differentiation in the mindset of an on-premises Exadata, OCI, ExaCC, and ExaCS. And we will start from the very basic of the Exadata so that you understand everything.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Any other
Yeah,
guy?
hi, good evening, sir. Mohit this side.
Hi, Mohit.
So, yeah, hi. So I wanted to ask that what level of Linux admin knowledge we need to know
Basic,
before starting with this.
basic Linux.
Basic Linux only, like on the machine level, like if we are going for the DMA part. So how much machine knowledge we need to know before this?
So machine knowledge, machine
Like
knowledge,
configuring machines, like provisioning storage, and like on the network part.
correct. So that is what. So lot of machine, you will be interacting with lot of different machines. I think my voice is coming to me. One second. I think somebody has joined from two systems. Guys, please drop off. I think I can see few people have joined from two systems. Wherever you have joined from two systems, that is why the voice is echoing. Yeah, now I'm okay. So who was that? Mohit, you were asking, right?
Right, right.
So you were interacting with a lot of systems which I have displayed here. That means the Exadata Cloud at customer, the Exa Cloud service. So I will give you the OCI access. I will give you the access for the cell CLI. That means you can practice the cell CLI. The cell, you can run all the commands. You are going to do almost 50 plus labs with me on the machines, right? So we will give you that adequate amount of machine because nobody can give you an Exadata machine to practice, but we will give you even for that we will give you an exascale machine. So Exadata minimum machine comes around 5 CR. So nobody will give you a 5 CR machine. But still, we will give you a lot of practical machines like DBCS, autonomous, cell CLI, and then we will give you the exascale cluster for 48 hours at the last. You will deploy, and then you will understand how it works. Now, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. La Poste, can you please go on unmute? Please speak English. So that is what I am speaking, La Poste. I have more than 500 foreign students. So, I mean, I don't know why you are not able to understand. Guys, am I not speaking in English?
Yeah, you are speaking in English only.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
it's in English only.
so that is what.
Sir, I want to know like for Linux admin, I am working as a Linux admin. Okay, so for my like from my side, like this Like I think this only for DB row, DB
No.
person or Linux admin can.
No. This is so if you are a Linux admin, if you understand more clearly how the subnets, NSGs, VCNs, clusters are deployed, right? The infrastructure. So infra is your main role. If you are a Linux admin, you will be more focusing on. One second.
So we came to know how to add disk if disk is failed.
Right, correct. So all those practicals you will do on the cell CLI. There are
Okay.
more
If
than.
this course covers OCI also.
So OCI it covers around 30% what is required to manage the ExaCC and ExaCS machine.
So
And sir,
with this,
yeah, sorry. Yeah, please go
with
ahead.
this, with this course, can we keep 1 or 2 years Exadata experience?
So you can easily show 1 year of experience, but when you will do the labs and everything, you will build that confidence, right? So people will not. I take like more than 100 interviews in a month. So if somebody is technically sound, it hardly matters that you have. I mean, you have experience on that or not. And regarding the experience, that is what I'm coming on. Just give me a minute. Now you see these labs, right? You see these labs. Can you see the labs?
We will get recording the practicals also.
Yeah, you will get. Just hold on, get one by one, please. Just hold on. Let me answer your first question first. So you will perform all these labs, right? On the cell servers. You will perform the autonomous database labs, the connections. So this is equal to more than 1 year of experience. Even the people working in the ExaCS environment might have not performed all these things, right? See the labs, amount of labs we have, right? So everything you will perform. So yes, you can definitely show more than 1 year of experience. Next question, please.
So
So,
after this
sir, and
get certification, we can easy to get the Exadata certification.
Sorry, come again, please. And what is your name? It is only AR written. Can you please tell your name?
Yeah, I am Rajita.
What? Sorry, come
Rajita,
again.
my name is Rajita. Rajita.
Raj-
RAJITH.
Okay, yeah, Rajita. Go ahead.
So it is what do I say?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
Okay, you think
Yeah.
meanwhile. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
So after this course, I can easily go for the certification.
For the certification, yeah, there is only one certification in Exadata. You can go more. Exadata is a very premium course, okay, and that's a very premium machine. So knowledge is required more, right? If you have the knowledge, the people will select you. There is only one
So
certification. You can easily attempt the certification. I hate the certifications, right? I have cleared more than 100 certifications of cloud. Certification is nothing but just a tag on your resume, right? If you don't have the knowledge, you will be filtered out in the first interview itself. Don't chase the certifications. Certifications are good thing, but knowledge, nobody can beat the knowledge. First thing, you
but
should have the knowledge on the working environment.
people see the certification, right?
Yeah,
And one more thing.
Rajita, go ahead.
This is an which version of the Exadata box?
So we will cover all the Exadata starting from X2 to X11.
X11. This practical machine is?
Practical machine, what we'll give you is the ExaScale cluster, autonomous database, DBCS, 26 AI.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, next question, please. Next one.
so, sir, the performance part will also be covered. Like there are many wait events that will come into the Exadata machines apart from the DB
Right.
side. So,
Yeah.
all those things we'll get to know from the performance side.
You will get to know most of them are already documented here. And I'll give you the another documentations where most of the performance issues are mentioned. And once you will do the practicals with us, right, you will understand, like for example, let's suppose if I don't know how to log into this Exadata box, right? If I don't know how to log into this Exadata box, I mean, this is a VM in the OCI. So there are different connection mechanisms also, right? So first you have to understand those. Performance issues can be 10,000 of them, correct?
Right.
But if you know the basic architecture, you will be able to troubleshoot. But many of the DBAs or Exadata DMAs, if I give them a machine and I ask them to log in, right, they will not be able to log in. Trust me on this. They don't know how the architecture is working in the background. That is where the problem lies.
Right. Right.
Right.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks.
So now, right now, my cell server is not connecting. This is my cell server, which I'm trying to connect, right? I should know why it is not connecting. I should know the answer behind it, first thing, right? If I don't know, then it's a big problem. Then I'm not a DMA, right? So all these things we'll cover in much detail. Okay, next question, please.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, this is Hamid. I have one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Is Exadata mandatory to learn for the DBA job right now?
Sorry, can you come again? I did not got you. Please, can you
I
come
am
again?
asking that is Exadata? I am asking that is it mandatory to learn to get the DBA job right now? Because
No,
the situation is very critical. There jobs are going very less. I am asking that.
right. I agree with you. It is not mandatory, but then again, if it is not mandatory, but if you but understand one thing. First thing, Exadata is not for the freshers. If you are a fresher, right, I will not recommend you to learn Exadata.
No. I have 4 years experience. I have done Oracle RAC, OCI,
Right.
and
So
also Oracle DBA, Core
so
DBA.
so if a DBA gets, let's suppose $100. I'm just taking an
Okay.
example, right? If a
Okay.
DBA gets $100, and if you do an Exadata DMA, right?
Mm.
If you are an Exadata DMA, then definitely you will get around $180.
It's then how much time it will take to complete this course?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Next.
I have
Hmm.
to
Yeah.
1 minute.
Sorry. Come again, please.
No, the Exadata is I think booming more other than RAC.
So Exadata has been booming since past 20 years, not today.
No,
Ah.
right? No, because Exadata is using much more than the rack setup.
Yeah, Exadata is much more than rack. Rack is nothing in. So in the Exadata, the rack works. Inside,
Yeah.
there are
There are
machines
also
that
rack
work.
setup. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other question, guys? I need to hard close in next 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. For the 1 minute. For the storage, we using ASM. Yeah.
Yeah, we use ASM, and on the storage, there is a different storage layer in the Exadata.
Okay.
That you need to learn how those storage works in the Exadata. So if you see the storage layer of Exadata, there's a different storage layer of Exadata. So everything is built by Oracle.
Yeah.
Right? In
There is
Exadata,
okay. There is no concept of file system or sample the other things.
something like that.
Yeah, normal file system. Just we are using normal file system.
Yeah, normal file system is also there. So storage is divided into various parts in Exadata. So that you will come to know when you will. I mean, I cannot answer the full thing here. It will take a lot of time. But you have both kind of systems. You have local as well as you have storage.
Oh yeah, ASM as well as local.
Yeah. So
Will
guys,
we?
go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to ask, will we get access to the Exadata environment?
So nobody can give you the complete access to Exadata environment. But what we will give you is more than that. I mean, we'll cover all of your things. So what we are going to give you, understand it clearly. And that costs a lot of money, which we are going to bear in the background. The money we will bear. Okay. Now, what we will give you, let me show you and let me write it down. Just a minute. Just give me a minute. Can you see this screen? Sorry. Sec. I don't know why Zoom writing is not coming. So let me go to this. Okay, what I am going to give you, shit man, what is this? Okay, so we will give you the first thing is the cell CLI server, where you will practice, yeah, Sharbul was, please go ahead, where you will practice all the cell CLI commands, right? Of the storage. So you will understand the complete architecture of storage. Second, we will give you the autonomous database machine so that you understand how the commands, the other connection mechanism works on the ADB. Then we'll give you the DBCS machine. And then at the last, we will give you, completing this, we'll give you the complete OCI access. And at the last, you will get the access to the ExaScale cluster. You are going to deploy with me an ExaScale cluster. And this is a very costly machine. So I'll give you it for 48 hours. And then I'm going to destroy that. So you will practice a lot of CLI commands on the DBCS, ADB, and ExaScale. And definitely on cell CLI. So this gives you the complete production grade architecture knowledge. Yeah. So somebody was asking some question. Does that answer your question?
So, sir, for how long we can have the recordings of the sessions?
1 year, I think Learnomate allows. Please check with Learnomate. I think 1 year is the one they will allow.
Okay. And these practice sessions and these machines, like if I'll do it today, those practice sessions, then like maybe I won't get the same environment in my company in the few next months. So like it's a high chances that I will forget the things. So like what's the way to keep those things practicing?
So right. So you will get all the PDFs, the learning materials, the videos. So you can keep on refreshing. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The learning material is so easily built that once you will sit for 2 hours, you will have to invest 2 months with us. After that, even you sit 2 hours, you will get a refresher. You can refresh yourself.
Okay. So is there like any chance, like if I'm paying now, if any session would be starting like in after 6 months or something, so I can join there without paying it, so that I can have
For that, please you check with Learnomate team. They can only answer you.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, I'll take the last question, then I have to drop off.
Yeah, you were telling something like you got conducting 100 interviews in 8 months, right? So we are getting any opportunity to work.
Kiran, sorry, please come again.
You are saying that you are conducting interviews with the folks, right? Who are interested in Exadata or ExaCC. Will you show an opportunity to join any of the companies?
Sorry, I did not got you. Can you please be a bit clear? I think your voice is a bit fumble for me. I don't know for others.
Okay.
Voice is a bit fumble, so I'm not able to.
What exactly I'm asking is like, are we going to get any job through your reference?
No, so I teach like more than 300 people for Exadata in a year, right? Now,
That's
if
true.
No, I'm telling you the process. I'm telling you the process. So the process is I will make you understand in so much depth that when you will prepare your resume, right, for Exadata, I'll give you the sample resumes. You will write all those things what you will do. So automatically you will start getting the job offers. And also I will do a lot of mock drills with you. Correct. So in the sessions when you will do the mock drills with me, you will be, many people who have done the course OCI or Exadata, I teach two things, OCI and Exadata. They say that 95% of the questions the interviewer asked were already discussed in the class, or they knew the answer. Because here what we have done is we have decoupled a big syllabus into a small architectures. So a big production grade environment. So we have decoupled the production grade environment into small modules. So basically when you will complete this, you will be production ready from the day one. The similar kind of task you will have to perform in the production also. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, right now the industry, everyone go to for a upgrade like this. So comparatively, how our market in the future, it's any effect in the
See, there is a effect. I don't deny with that. There is a huge effect. But then again, you will have to upskill. That is what. Now, if you go and search in the LinkedIn or Naukri, there are a lot of jobs pending for Exadata or DBA or OCI. So you have to understand the cloud first. If today you say, I don't want to learn the cloud, I don't want to learn Exadata, I don't want to learn AI, then there's a problem. Right? So you will have to upskill. Now, there are many jobs who are opened and they are not getting the right candidate. So yes, market is down. I agree. But still, if you see yesterday I was searching, there were around more than 7,500 jobs I can see worldwide for OCI and Exadata. More than 7,500. Right? But you have to have the right skill set. Yeah,
So
please go ahead.
after completed this course, no need to learn separate course for OCE, right? So it's combined.
No, Karthikeyan, I will cover. So everything cannot be covered in 40 hours, right? So I will cover OCI that much which is required to deploy the Exadatas and ExaCC, right? So that means if whatever is required for you, you will know that. But if you want to deep dive into OCI, you will have to go to the OCI course.
Okay.
So Sharabul, I'll come to you. You have raised a hand. Sorry. Please go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm just kind of joined late today and just joined registered yesterday and kind of missed a lot of stuff here. I'm sorry about that, but I'll definitely check with the admission team to kind of be up to speed. The question, it's the recording will be in a website or it's going to be like a Google.
It's in the LMS portal. There's a learning management portal where all the recordings will be, and you guys will have access to that portal. And you'll just log in and you'll see the recording here.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So this access for lifetime?
Yeah, it is for 1 year. And after that also, I think you need the access. You just drop a mail, you will get the access. Just check with Learnomate for this, please. Yeah. Okay, guys, I need to drop off. I had a hard stop. Thank you so much. And please get in Learnomate team. They will give you more information on this.
Hello.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Hamid.
Hello.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
1 minute. Hello.
Hamid, you're asking something? Yeah, please go ahead.
1 minute. Yeah, this Exadata machine, we have to download on it, install on this VMware or some other.
No. You cannot install Exadata on the VMware. It's a complete machine, right? So
it's
this
a separate machine.
Right. So it's right. Exadata is a separate machine, and that is now deployed in the public cloud. That is OCI and ExaCS. Right?
Okay.
That's not ExaCS. So that when you will come in the course, you will understand there's a deep complex architecture on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is some type on-premise, cloud and hybrid.
It's a private cloud. It's a private cloud machine.
Private cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
We have to download. We have to install different separate machine for that.
It's a separate machine. The minimum costing of this machine is 25 crore, 25 CR. That means CR. Yes.
If we install on my personal PC laptop,
you cannot do that.
I cannot do that.
Yeah. Okay, I have to drop off my another